Alrighty, let's get it going. Part two. Part two. I did a little outfit change from part one. You can tell, quick little outfit change. Same environment though. Part two of our graphing using tables lesson. And in this little part two, part B, whatever you want to call it, series, we have fractions now. And you can see that fraction there, fraction there, fraction there. And it can get a little intimidating because I know how you kids are with fractions. You don't like them, but you're going to learn to love them, okay, by the end of the year. Okay, so the one difference when we're using a table of values, right, is we're going to draw our little table here. Same situation, but what's different, okay, is when you have a fraction, this number in the denominator is really going to drive what kind of numbers we're going to pick for the table. So since this is a 3, we want to pick multiples of 3. Now the easiest number we can always pick is 0, okay, because just trust me, it's easy. And then we're going to pick the number 3, and then we're going to pick the number 6. So multiples of 3. See over here, you're going to pick multiples of 2. Okay, so let me show you how this works now. What we're going to do is do the same thing that we did before. We're going to plug in 0 right here for x. So what you get is y equals 1 over 3 times 0 plus 4. Okay? And anything times 0 is 0. That's why we love picking 0. Okay? So 1/3 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. So this guy here is 4. Now this is where it gets a little trickier, but don't freak out because it's not that big of a deal. For this next one, we're going to substitute in 3 right here for x. And we get y equals 1 over 3 times, and I'm going to write this 3 as 3 over 1. Okay, anytime you're multiplying fractions, just put it over 1, and then we still have our plus 4, and we can work through that. Now, the best way to do this, the easiest way without a doubt, is to multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. So 1 times 3 is 3, right? I'll keep it over here, I'll make a note over here. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, you see how I did that? I multiplied straight across the top and got 3, multiplied straight across the bottom and got 3. Okay, and what's 3 divided by 3? Or 3 over 3? That's 1. So this whole thing here is 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay, now let's do the last one. Show you how easy this is. Y equals 1/3 times, there's our 1/3. Then we're going to substitute our 6 right here for x. So we have 6 over 1 plus 4. Oh, we got a 5 for that one, didn't we? Okay, now watch. We're going to multiply straight across the top, straight across the bottom. 1 times 6 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. So this whole thing right here is 2 plus 4 is 6. And we have our points. We have the point 0.04, the point 0.35, and the point 0.66. Okay, so when we graph 0.4, we're going right 0 up 4. That's right here. We're going right 3 up 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we're going right 6 up 6. Right 6 up 6. And we should have a straight line. And I missed every single point I was trying to hit. But that's all good. That happens. Okay, you will have like an ID card and your pencil or a ruler or something like that was going to help you make those straight lines. But for me, it's a little tougher. All right. Okay, so we got some practice. We got 2 problems we need to do for practice. And then for this last one, I'm going to show you how that actually works. Okay, now I want you to press pause. I want you to attack this guy right here, number 18, and see what you get. And then press play. Okay, we're back. Now, first thing we did was make our table of values, x, y. Okay, and then you noticed, hey, 2 is in the denominator, so I'm going to pick multiples of 2. So 0, 2, and 4. And watch how easy this is when we plug in 0 right here. What's anything times 0? It's 0. Okay, for this guy here, we're going to substitute in 2 for x. So we have y equals 1/2, because that's our 1/2, and then we're substituting our 2, and we're going to put 2 over 1, because that's how I taught you to do it. Okay, straight across the top, straight across the bottom. 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 over 2 is 1. Next one, we're going to bring our 4 up over here. We're going to do the same thing. Y equals 1/2, 4 over 1, right? 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2, and 4 over 2 is 2. Let's graph it. 0, 0, 2, 1, 4, 2. Let's see if I can actually hit the points this time. Ugh. Ugh. Man, that's bad. That is bad. But I think I found one of the points. The line isn't straight, but it is what it is. Okay. Next one. 19. I don't know what I did there. 19. See what you got on your own. Number 19. Take your time. You can do it. This one's going to take you a little longer. It's a little trickier, but press play when you're done, and we can go through it. Alrighty, table of values. Here we go. I'm going to give myself a little bit of extra room here for this guy. X, Y. We noted down here that 2 is in the denominator, so I'm going to pick multiples of 2. Okay, now let's kind of go through this. We're going to substitute in 0 for x. So we have y equals 5 over 2 times 0 minus 2. Okay, and anything times 0 is 0. Minus 2 is negative 2. All right, next one. Y equals 5 over 2 times, what are we plugging in? We're plugging in a 2. So 2 over 1 minus 2. Okay, now we got to take our time doing this. We multiply straight across the top. 5 times 2 is 10, right? Straight across the bottom. 2 times 1 is 2. And 10 divided by 2 is what? It's 5. So this is really 5. And 5 minus 2 is 3. Okay, last one. Y equals 5 over 2. Substitute in what? 4. 4 over 1 minus 2. Okay, straight across the top. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 1 is 2. And 20 divided by 2 is 10. So this is 10. Minus 2 is 8. So let's graph this now. We'll do it in red. 0, negative 2. 0, negative 2. 2, 3. 4, 8. I think there's 0% chance that I'm going to draw a straight line here. Oh my gosh. It's so hard on a tablet. You guys have no idea. In class, my writing is, lines are on point. Not today. No chance. Okay, but it's all good. All right, last one. This is a special type of case, and you really, really need to focus here, because once you understand how to do these, they're going to be so easy for you if you just kind of understand it and get the concept. So this looks different. It says y equals negative 3. Now, what you got to do here is y equals negative 3. And what that means is y is always going to be negative 3. It doesn't matter what happens, y is negative 3. So you can say, hey, he's negative 3 here, he's negative 3 here, and he's negative 3 here. In that case, you could pick any numbers for x. 0, 1, and 2. It doesn't matter what numbers you pick for x, because y is always negative 3. Now watch what happens when we graph this. 0, negative 3, 1, negative 3, and 2, negative 3. And you'll see that he is, oh my gosh, and that was almost a good line. He's a horizontal line. He's not vertical, he's horizontal. And you could actually do the same thing if it said like x is 2, x equals 2, you do the same thing. You'd pick 2, 2, and 2 for x, right? And you'd pick any numbers you want for y. And you'd get a different type of, those are the easiest ones. You love those. You love those because they're so easy. Okay, so what we're going to do next is you got the 4 problems underneath of the video to do on your own. And then I think that's pretty much it. Remember, there's no retakes on the assignments. So take your time, do them slow, and do them right. Okay, thanks, kiddos. You're awesome.